Yo, yo, yo. Welcome. Let's go. Liam, Justin. What's going on, guys? How is everyone doing?
You have to be
Whoa.
your biggest fan.
That's
And
kind of bright.
when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,
Might be able to bet. The days are so much longer now.
because you don't know who you could be.
What's going on, Justin? How you doing, man? Liam, no worries, man. It's all good, man. Hope you've been well, dude. We're just seeing light. Yeah, it's crazy. We're on to longer days now, which is kind of nice. So let me know if you guys can hear me all right, if the music's okay, if the music's too soft, too loud. Regina, hello, hello. Love the longer daylight. So do I. It's been super refreshing. Took me a day to like get used to it, but you in Park City? I am in Park City. Yep. PJW, we are glad you're here. Thank you for coming to a live stream. How's everyone doing? This is our, let me see. This is our 40th live stream on the channel, which is pretty exciting. So 40 live streams. Tons of recent skiing for me. Just went to Sugar Bush in Killington. It was the best skiing I've done in a very long time. Insane powder for New England. Just beautiful skiing and weather overall. That's awesome, man. How many more days are you gonna get in this season, Liam? Plan this weekend. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't really know. Where should we go? My original plan was Crested Butte, but I don't know if it's really worth it, or if I should just stay here in Utah. But I don't have an immediate plan as of now, but it is probably the last big ski trip of the season. So when I think of it that way, I'm like, man, I should just rip out to Crested Butte, but it is a long haul to get there. Skiing here for the week. Oh, Park's overseeing the mountain. Oh, nice, man. Have fun. I'm sure it's pretty good out there right now. Happy 40th. Yeah, I'm trying to think, either for like the summer, either just cut the stream down to like a 1 hour, or do 2 streams a week, 1 hour each. So I'm not really sure yet, but we'll see. I mean, last just like bigger ski trip, not necessarily like last ski like weekend or anything, but the next weekend I'm going back to Florida for the car racing, and then the next weekend is the first weekend of April, which is just crazy, but that's the Stoke Squad meetup. And then the weekend after that I go to Sonoma for racing, and then by then we're the third week of April, so most places are going to be closed, and it's April. It's time to like go to the desert. It's time to go almost do some other stuff. So I probably won't have like just a big ski trip. Might do some snowbird, Alta, stuff like that. But in terms of like a bigger trip, I don't really foresee anything else other than this weekend. So love your videos. I heard you mention Mason Powell in one of your past streams. Is that Ryan? Yeah, that's Ryan, Casey, Mikey, the famous lacrosse brothers? Yeah, that's their little brother. So we went to high school together. We played hockey together, lacrosse together. But yeah, that was the little brother of Ryan and Casey. Jay and Stowe was dope this weekend. Best East Coast days I've ever had. Man, that's also what Liam said. So interesting. You guys must have got some snow this weekend then. Oh, you're going out west. Nice. To Aspen. Heck yeah. Where are you going to ski? Are you going to do Highlands or Snowmass, or do you know what little mountain you're going to hit? Little Cottonwood Canyon. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. But like I said, it's the last opportunity for a trip. So just don't know if we want to make a trip to like a Crested Butte or something. Or somewhere else even. But thanks for leaving Utah and blessing us with snow, DC. You're welcome, man. That's the second time it happened this year. Both times I left Utah, it snowed both times. So I just had to like close my eyes, pretend I didn't see it. But it was definitely, yeah, I was like, of course I leave. It hasn't snowed all year long. And when I leave, it snows. Crested Butte is sick. If it's the last big trip, make the trip, man. Yeah, that's kind of the mindset I'm in. Is like one more ripper. My only concern with Crested Butte is that there's not another mountain that's on the Epic or Icon that's close to it that I haven't already done. Telluride, I guess, is kind of close. But like in an ideal situation, I would do Crested Butte one day and another mountain on Sunday to get 2 different resorts in there. So still kind of up in the air, see what I can make work. The problem with Crested Butte is that it's kind of out of the way from everything else in the winter time. So Idaho, Houston Holland says. Probably not Idaho. We went to Sun Valley. That's really the only thing we have access to in Idaho. So have you ever been to Copper Mountain? If so, any recommendations? The Big Sky vid was really sick. Thank you. But no, I've never been to Copper Mountain, so I cannot give you any recommendations. But there might be some people in the chat who could. Regina is very knowledgeable with ski resorts, but I have never personally been to Copper Mountain. Only driven past it. I was watching some real videos of Temple of the Sun and other desert. It got me hyped for spring. Yeah, appreciate that, Jack. Yeah, the spring is the time for the desert. So I was even thinking this weekend would be amazing to go down to the desert, but I'm like, I should probably ski and just finish out the season. But yeah, spring desert stuff is awesome. So I'm looking forward to getting down to Moab pretty soon here. Congrats on 16K. Thank you guys. It's been wild winter season to go from 5,000 to 16,000 in 3 months. So thank you guys for the support on the channel. Have you hit A-Bay this season? I hit A-Bay the very first day of the season. So yes and no, I hit it, but like that was when nothing was open. So would be really cool to get back there. So that could be a possibility. Just gotta, yeah, maybe I do a Colorado rip this weekend and it's not Crested Butte. I don't really know. Dabcat Gaming, hello. I would stay here this weekend. The snow with the bird is so good right now. I bet it is. I bet it's really nice. And I think it even got a little bit more today. It like rained here in Park City. That's why I'm just like, I don't think there's any more snow in the forecast for us. And it rained here today. And it's supposed to be like 50 degrees the next 10 days. Like, but if I don't go anywhere this weekend, Jack, I really won't be able to go anywhere anymore, if that makes sense. So 2 feet up at J. Wow, 2 feet. My gosh. Oh, you work for Ryan Powell? No way. Doing what, Tyler? Headed to Snowmass with some friends who invited me. Awesome, Liam. Snowmass is a lot of fun. I really like that place. It's gonna be awesome. Winter Park, says Jay. What's going on, man? Winter Park, that's interesting. I've always wanted to go there. Monarch is kind of close to CB, not on Icon Epic, though. Yeah, I saw there There's a few resorts in that area. I forgot what the other one was, but they weren't on any of the. It's not a deal breaker. Like, I wouldn't be super against buying a pass to one of these places. So maybe that's a possibility. You could do like Crested Butte, Monarch. Monarch is the shit. My favorite indie resort from Jay. Interesting. I'll have to look it up. I didn't really think of Monarch. I'm sure someone already asked, but when's the video coming up for Big Sky Day 2? How'd you like Big Sky? No one's asked that. Interesting. To answer your question, it's gonna come out Friday, and it's kind of out of order at this point, but to be honest, originally there wasn't anything to show for it. Like, everything was closed on Sunday. The headwaters was closed, you know, the tram was closed, other than that one powder horn or powder seeker bowl. Like, everything was closed because the conditions were so bad. And so I just didn't get a lot of like good ski content, in my opinion. Like, there wasn't anything crazy, so that's why I kind of overlooked it. I went back last night and looked at the footage, and I was like, okay, I think I could probably put something together. But I also didn't finish the vlog filming it, which is like I hate when I do that, because I should always just stick through it for the day and finish it. But I was so uninspired with the skiing, and I was like, this is so rough. It is the first time I had that this season. So I'm gonna try to put something together for you guys on Friday for the Friday video, but there just wasn't anything open to ski, so. Winter Park, a Bay trip. That would be a solid combo. That would be a solid combo. Like I said, it sounds like something out in Colorado, which is anywhere from a 6 to 7 hour haul. Mirkwood? Adrian Brown, what's going on, man? 279 Canadian ski resorts you want to hit up next year. I want to focus on Canada, to be honest. It's going to be very difficult, but I want to do like the big three up there: Banff, Lake Louise, and other stuff. And then obviously the stuff on the Powder Highway, but going to be quite difficult with work. I don't even know if it's possible, but I also want to hit up Taos in New Mexico. I want to do the California resorts again. I want to do Mammoth, and I would love to get up to the PNW. But again, just hard. I don't foresee too much changing in terms of having a job, so it's like, I don't know how to best to work around that. But I think we did a good job of this year of hitting up just about everything we could on the Epic and Icon that makes sense in a weekend trip. So really want to get to Canada. I want to try like Mammoth and Taos as well. And I think it'd also be cool to make like a season out of hitting up like the smaller resorts too that aren't on these bigger passes. But that obviously can add up pretty quickly. But good question. I'm open to suggestions. Angels Landing and Zion. Oh, dude, that would be so sick. I'm tempted. I just know that what's best for the channel is I probably go skiing. But man, it would be very fun to go down there before like all the crowds get there and stuff too. Planning to mow it for a week on Friday. That's awesome, Chris. You do freelance design work for RP. Nice, dude. What resorts are you planning for? If I can get up there, I would love to do Banff, like that, the big three thing up there, Revelstoke, Kicking Horse, but those are just really hard for me to get to. Purgatory, okay, cool. Purgatory. Have you tried Whistler yet? No, I haven't. I've been there up in the summer, but I've never skied there in the winter time. Winter Park is sick. You dig it. Got the Cirque for steep. Some more shoots off the Challenger Lift, glades on glades, and it's the Mogul Mecca. The Mogul Mecca. That does sound pretty sweet. They got a Cirque, some shoots, trees, and then moguls. A little bit everything. Did Park City, Cottonwood Canyon get rain or snow? Cottonwood's got snow. Park City we had rain that kind of turned into like snow. I'm sure it's snow way up top, but it definitely rained this morning. So Have you tried Deer Valley, Utah? Yes, I have, actually. Skied there a few times. There's a few videos up on the channel from Deer Valley. It's a great resort. Purgatory close to Telluride. Telluride is kind of close to CB in a way. Kind of. It's like everything's like right at Montrose or whatever, so. Do you work out specifically for off-piste skiing? Piste skiing? Not really, no. I just work out because it feels good. Yeah, I don't do like very specific workouts for skiing. I post all my workouts every morning on my Instagram page, on my story. But yeah, I don't really work out specifically for skiing. Skiing isn't all pow days and blue skies. I know, that's true. And I think we've had a lot of that this year. It was just like, yeah, very, very rough that Sunday. So I still got a video. I ended up skiing with a subscriber and actually a member of the Stoke squad, Isaiah, who is a Big Sky local, who like saw me in the lift line, and we ended up skiing like probably 2 or 3 hours. Like we just kept skiing together. He was 14 years old and this kid freaking ripped, and he was kind of just showing us little places to go, and it was pretty fun. So I have a lot of footage kind of chasing him around, following him. So in that sense it was fun, but there was nothing like, I just feel like the Headwaters one was like really, really cool and intense, and like this one's kind of like, eh. But I'm probably just being overcritical, to be honest. Lake Louise and Revelstoke are the best in BC. Interesting. Yeah, I would love to get up there. Been to Copper sometimes only during early season, so not upper mountain, but hopefully they got enough snow now. Looks like they got good terrain upper mountains. Yeah, I knew Regina would have been there. I knew it. I'd love to see a Winter Park video. I always wanted to see where it was like there, and then you could do A-Bay or something else on Sunday. Very true. It's a good point. Maybe that's the move, is go back towards more Summit County and stuff. I know people wanted to see Crested Butte as well, but I don't know. I'll look into it and see what, I don't know, what kind of perks my interest. I got to look back on the Icon and Epic website, see what we have access to. I know we have access to Winter Park. Ooh, Breckenridge would be fun too. I like Breckenridge. Have you skied anywhere out of the US? Celeste, I think we got a garage girl in here. I have not, actually. I've only been outside the US a few times. I've been to Mexico City, Canada, obviously, and I went to New Zealand before, but that was during like the summer. But that'd be really cool to ski outside the US. What's your story? How are you able to do what you do? From Zach Conklin. I guess that's a pretty loaded question. But I'll do my best to give you a quick TLDR of my story. I mean, I grew up, I basically been skiing since before I could even remember. I was fortunate enough, my dad is a huge skier. He got me into it. Very fortunate. My dad he grew a medical practice in New York, so he works out in New York. So we had a condo here in Park City my whole life. So I kind of always came out here in the winter time. So learned how to ski in Park City, snowbird, all that sort of stuff. And then basically I went through college in upstate New York, but I was involved in racing cars more than anything. That was my life, was racing. So I really didn't even ski all that much, really, until I finished racing. So I went to school in upstate New York. I moved to Colorado for graduate school. I got my master's in business, and that was the last year I raced, was 2016. And that was when I really got into skiing, like a lot more. I skied 60 days one year. That's the most I've ever skied in a season. And that was when I really progressed and pushed myself as a skier. I was skiing at A Basin all the time. I had a buddy of mine, Keaton. We would go skiing in between classes, everything like that. And so then from there, I finished my MBA, 2 years. And then because of growing up kind of in Park City, I just moved out here after. I went on a 3-month van trip. I traveled all over the Western United States, up into Canada, everything like that. And then I moved here to Park City, living in my dad's condo. And then basically from there, that was 2018, got a job, all that sort of stuff. And my dad actually sold the condo and he bought this house that I'm in now. I live at my dad's house when I'm here in Park City. And I currently work in real estate. So, I mean, that's very brief. There's a lot more complexity to it. But yeah, super fortunate just in terms of my upbringing. And then I have a good paying job that kind of allows me to do everything that you guys see with the van, the travel, stuff like that. The only thing I don't really have is like time. So can only ski on the weekends, travel on the weekends, stuff like that. So I hope that kind of answers your question. Do the moguls look smaller in your videos than they actually are? Do the moguls look smaller? If anything, I feel like the moguls are bigger than they look in the videos. I think everything is sort of like exaggerated. Everything is dumbed down on the video. Stuff's less steep, and stuff is like the moguls are smaller or bigger. How often do you ski, and how was your experience at J-Hole, Wyoming? I just ski on the weekends. I ski Saturday and Sundays. And my experience at J-Hole, it was good. I've never been overly impressed with the conditions at Jackson Hole or the snow, but I've only been there on like bluebird days, so I think the snow can be it gets sunbaked very quickly. But obviously on pow days, it's pretty sick, but I've never experienced it. Lines, never had huge lines. The tram can be kind of a 40-minute wait sometimes. One time I was there, but overall my experience is good. It's a beautiful area, but I said this in the last stream. I think Jackson is a little bit overhyped. But if you want long runs, beautiful views, challenging terrain, it's definitely an amazing place. Have you ever skied the Ice Coast? No. Definitely being overcritical. Not all vids can be absolute bangers like the free. I remember watching that thinking it was epic, even though the snow quality was horrible. Thank you, man. Yeah, I think it's kind of part of the whole creative journey. Sometimes it's just like I look at my videos, I'm like, wow, this just sucks. And I oftentimes once I make a video and post it, I never watch it again because I'm just like, I don't even want to see it. Adrian Brown, again, the $6.99 Canadian. Panorama and Silver are easily the most underrated mountains in BC. Just gnarly terrain at these resorts, and tickets are cheap. First off, man, thank you for the $2.79 and the $6.99 and for the advice on Canada. So yeah, definitely looking forward to getting up there next season. Gonna try to put together some sort of plan that would work. Maybe we take off some time for work and work our way up there, but I'm taking off so much time for racing this year because everything is kind of during the week. So it's just, man, it's really, really tough. So if you guys can stay as a kid, not get a job, like I recommend that as long as possible because it's been very tough and it's exhausting, you know, working all week, then doing everything else. So we'll see what I can do with Canada next year, but I appreciate the support and the information. I've never skied Copper, Tyler. Come on up to Alaska someday. That's another thing I want to do next year. I had an Alaska trip booked and then for end of March 2020, and then COVID broke out, so they canceled it all. Like we were like literally 2 or 3 days away from going and they had to cancel because of COVID. So yeah, I got kind of like a vengeance to get back up there. So probably we'll see an Alaska trip soon as well to go back up for some heli skiing. Come skiing in New Zealand this winter. That'd be crazy. Do you still have 3 LCC days? I have more than 3. Well, no, I have 4, maybe 3. Maybe you're right, 3. I don't know. What do you rate Corbett's Couloir out of 10? Like in terms of difficulty, probably getting into it is going to be, I would say 10 out of 10. I don't think the actual couloir once you're in is very difficult, but obviously the difficult part's getting into it. But I've never done it before. We're in upstate New York, Syracuse, New York. Appreciate you sharing your background. You're welcome. Gore, Killington, Okemo, Sunday River. Smaller or bigger? Yeah, I kind of got confused, but Regina got it right. Bumps always look smaller in video than in person or the pictures. Yeah, the bumps are smaller. The runs aren't. They look less steep than they are in real life. Did you ski any of the O'Clock trees and Steamboat? Everything I skied was in the video, so if it wasn't in the video, I don't think I skied it. Seems like you didn't come here when we had the best of snow. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of the motto of this whole season. I just had to I just went places regardless of conditions because I didn't really have any other option, you know? Ideally, I could wait till these places got good snow, but like I've just been talking about with work and only being able to go on the weekends, I just gotta go. So how'd you get so good at editing videos? Because you're super good. Man, I've been doing it for almost 10 years now. And I made 1,000 shitty videos, really. Yeah, just watch videos on YouTube. Just did it because it's like the one thing I genuinely just absolutely love is making videos. So it's hard not to start to get better at something when you just purely love it. So just kept editing videos. I didn't go to school for it, nothing like that. So what's your top speed? I have no idea. I don't ever track that stuff, to be honest. What's up, man? Love the vids. Liam Kingsbury, thank you, dude. What is your favorite mountain? Snowbird. But as I mentioned last stream, Big Sky is right up there now. So, but Snowbird is my favorite. I need to still do some more thinking. I need to do some analysis and what takes the top spot at this point. But I will make another resort review video so everyone can roast me and tell me how stupid my decisions are and my rankings. But I will make one more just based on where we went this year. I think we were almost at like 20 resorts this year. So I'll do my best to rank those in order. And yeah. Did the tornado hit near you in Florida? Dude, we got some insane rain. There was a tornado warning when we woke up, and the rain that came in was insane. So I don't think the tornado necessarily hit us, but we definitely got the rain and everything like that. And man, I forgot what Florida rains and storms are like. It must have dumped like 3 inches of rain on us in like an hour. It was just insane. So any interest in checking out Sierra resorts like Tahoe and Mammoth? Yeah, we were over there in the Sierras over Christmas when they got the big storm. So yeah, I'd love to check out Mammoth, Kirkwood. I'd love to just get back up there when everything's open. Ryan D, have you done any alpine touring? I have not, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Stoke squad, Ryan. What is your top speed? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't track that stuff, to be honest. I've done Silver Star, Whistler, Panorama. Panorama was my favorite. Interesting. Have you done like Kicking Horse and all that sort of stuff? Live Fit, brother, I bought a GoPro today. Let's go. Did you get the Hero 10, Liv, or which one did you get? How tall are you and what's the biggest length Powski you ride? I am 5'10" and I ride a 185. I'm probably gonna move up to a 192 next year for a big Powski. I want to get something that's close to 120 underfoot, 192 in length. But yeah, I think 185 is a good length for all around stuff. I've been enjoying it. Some of the stuff we've gotten into this year, I think anything longer than a 185 would have been pretty gnarly, like Great Scots. Trying to think. Some of the stuff up in Christmas Tree Bowl at Steamboat. So yeah, I could definitely go a little bit longer. But not for like everyday stuff. How's the van, man? I've been looking into it. Posted my first skiing video. Let's go, man. I'll have to check it out. The van is great. I just actually did some spring cleaning yesterday because it was like 50 degrees here and the days are so much longer. So I took some time after work, just vacuumed her out. The van just gets so messy in the winter with the snow and everything like that. So kind of just going through her. Seemed like I had a little water leak somewhere. So just trying to fix that up. But the van is great, man. Like, I'm still blown away that everything works the way it does. Like, I don't really do much to it. I need to bring her in to get serviced. She's been about like 7,500 miles since the last sort of maintenance, and I kind of want to stay on the front side of all that. But other than that, man, van has been unreal. Great podcast with your brother. Yeah, Someone mentioned about like my background before, and I kind of touched on it. My sister LiftFit also has a YouTube channel, everything like that. It's more about wellness and just like general sort of stepping into your authentic self. And I actually did a podcast with her on Sunday, so you can see LiftFit's channel there in the chat if you guys want to hear more about my story and just stuff like that. You could check that out. Love your vids, man. Found you maybe 2 months ago. I really like the way you put your videos together. Also, you got to come to Mammoth. Thank you, Jeffrey. I am planning on coming to Mammoth. I might do a late season rip out there. Not totally sure, but if not, definitely want to get there next year. But thank you for enjoying the videos and the support. I look at some of your vids and save them in my watch later because they're so epic. They get me pumped. I appreciate that, man. It's been fun, man. That's kind of how this whole stuff formed. The Stoke Squad, the channel, like just making videos, having fun. There's something for me there's so tangible about like finding a music track and like putting the visuals to match the emotion with the music, and when you see it all come together, it's like it totally just like took me over, and like yeah, I've just never been able to shake that. So that's why if you check out like my Instagram or even the other videos on the channel, like there's so much more than just skiing and stuff like that. So it's been a fun journey and something I'm grateful for that I have for the rest of my life, whether it's photography, videography, just the fact that I can always use a camera and kind of that's always something I'll have with me. I'm very fortunate about that. So I'm also look smaller from the left when you're exactly, Regina. I think everything looks smaller until you actually get to it. Like the chutes are more gnarly, the bumps are smaller, and then you get up to it and you're like, whoa, never mind. Thomas Pendergast Fisher, what's good? Not much, dude. Or actually, a lot is good, but yeah, just chilling. Thanks for stopping by. We're 30 minutes in the stream, 79 viewers. So thank you guys, everyone who's been here. The first 30 minutes just flew by. We hit 16,000 subscribers, which is just crazy. And yeah, just appreciate all the support this year. So if you're in here, don't be too shy to say hello. Say where your favorite resort is, ask a question, anything like that. There's really no rules here. Just say what's up. And if I haven't got to your question, I will get to it. This is a very controlled stream right now. I'm able to just slowly work my way through. So no need to spam anything. We'll get to everyone. Just be patient, and you can even follow along with what question we're on. Now I just lost my spot after all that. I just jinxed it. Oh, Lucas K, what's going on, man? What's up, everyone? Sorry, late to the party. Hey, man. No such thing as being late. Thank you, dude. Yo, what's up, Lucas? So well spoken, so it was nice having one. Definitely a wise dude. Lived it. Thank you. Oh, wait. How are you feeling going into the BMW season, brother? Well, I appreciate you asking. I'm nervous right now, which I think is normal just because I haven't been in a race car, nor have I been back in the racing field and doing like a full season since 2016. So just like getting back into that game, I'm nervous, but I know once we get back in the car and get this event under our belt, stuff will begin to flow. But I'm super excited. Like I've been so busy with it because I'm managing the team, so I'm getting everyone's, credentials, flights. I'm doing all the logistics side of the race team, which there's so much to go into it, at least right now. But excited, stoked to have the opportunity to do it again. So yeah, lots of emotions with it, put it that way. I live in the East Coast. I'm going out west next year. What mountain do you recommend? I'm stuck between Big Sky, Snowbird, and Jackson Hole. If it's like one of those, I would say Snowbird, simply because there's other resorts around. Like Big Sky, I guess you have Bridger Bowl. Jackson, you kind of have Targhee. But Snowbird, you have Alta, Brighton, Solitude, all right there as well. So you'd have more options if you came to Utah. But you couldn't go wrong with any of those. What do you think the best mount for advanced intermediates? Advanced intermediates. I mean, I would say probably something like a Park City, a Breckenridge, Snow Basin's pretty good for that. Obviously something like Vail that just is so big, it's gonna have options for that. So I would maybe stay away from something like a Snowbird and Alta, Jackson Hole, Big Sky. Those tend to be a bit more on the extreme side. But yeah, there's just more things that go. That's just more things that go in the algorithm. Should get boom out, and it would be at the top of your list. So you're saying a mountain in Pennsylvania is gonna be at the top of my list, and you promise? That's interesting. Better than Snowbird, Big Sky. Hello, my new zipline I've read. Looking forward to using. Thank you for all your good advice, Kathy. Awesome. Let me know what you think about them. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Oh, Regina checked out the podcast. What's the next resort you're hitting? I don't know. We were trying to figure that out. Maybe we'll do a maybe we will do a Colorado trip this weekend. But this is really my last Jay, join the Stoke Squad. Break out the shades and trunks. Sunday marks spring skiing. Is it the start of spring on Sunday? Thank you for 2 months in the Stoke Squad, man. Oh yeah, you're right. Sunday is the start of spring skiing, so. Lose some garbage. Lucas, that cart has my luckiness. I know. I actually got hit before that incident. The dude came right into my ankle. I thought I really broke my ankle or something because it hurt so bad when it happened, but it's fine. But yeah, I got hit before that clip actually too. That corner took out like 7 people because we were all on dry tires, but that was the one corner that was still super wet, and it just like, man, it was really tough. So yeah, I'm lucky I got out though. At least you have the choice. I'm 6'6", I have to get the long. So I'm looking at 189 cellist. 6'6", wow, dude. Post my first ski video as well. Let's go. I'm waiting to do a haul for you in real life. A haul for what? East Coast is still going off. That's awesome, man. Is there anything better in this world than skiing? Skiing is pretty dope, for sure. Thank you, Regina. I really appreciate it. It's my first time running interviews, so I'm looking forward to improving the more I do it. Let's go, Liv. High 60s. Oh, on the East Coast. But yeah, it's supposed to be warm here, too. High 60s, though. That's too much. I've been inspired to make a YouTube channel. Just wondering if you would check it out and give me some advice. Dakota Ziegler. I'm here. Nice 5 o'clock shadow. Dakota, I was getting nervous, man. I was getting nervous, but I had faith. Thank you for stopping by, brother. The 420. Nice 5 o'clock shadow. I just shaved this morning, actually. I got all cleaned up. And we got daylight. That's right. It kind of feels weird. But thank you, dude, for the 420. Jay, thank you for the 2 months. Let's go, guys. 40 minutes in. I mean, give you some advice. Like, dude, I would just make a ton of freaking videos. Like, you gotta find your style. You gotta find. I mean, I'm no expert either, you know. But you just gotta find your style. You gotta make what you like to make. And you just gotta be consistent. You gotta be patient. Like, I'll be straight up with you. A lot of people come in here or whatever in life. They're like, man, you inspired me. I did this, but it's like, that's easy to do when you're inspired and you're motivated. The hard part is when you're not inspired, you're not motivated, to stick through it and keep doing it. That's where something like discipline comes in. So you got to just put out 300 videos and then look up and see where your progress is. But don't expect stuff to happen in the first month, 2, 3, 4, year, 2 years. Like, it takes a lot of time to just build something. And people are what overnight successes and all that sort of stuff, but for the majority of people that just isn't true. So I would remember why you're doing it. If you're doing YouTube just to gain a bunch of subscribers, it probably isn't going to work, because it just isn't. You got to be doing it for the right reasons. So yeah, make a lot of videos, really figure out sort of your style, the production, all that sort of stuff. But also just make sure you have fun with it, you know, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. That would be my advice. I'm 3 years into it, just to give you an idea, essentially posting 2 videos a week, every single week. So it's been a ton of work, and it's just, like I said, it's having discipline to continue to keep making content even when people aren't watching it or when you don't feel like it, you know? So that would be my advice. We can really notice the quality of production every you put in. Still believe you're gonna pop off here soon because the quality and vibe is unmatched. HCO Melon, thank you, man. You've just been feeding positivity this stream. I appreciate that about the channel. I honestly love making the vlogs, like whether it's the racing, hiking, like I don't know what it is. There's something about setting up the camera and putting it in slow motion and getting the B-roll shots, flying the drone. Like I honestly just really enjoy doing it. So Wombat Billy, yo, checking in. What's up, dude? Lucas should ski and review the mellowest green runs at every resort. Ooh, I don't know about that. Eric's son, hello. 206 round 2 this weekend and Mammoth next week. Let's go, dude. It's gonna be sick, Travis. Good luck out there, man. Big Sky was unfortunate. The worst resort we went to this year, which was depressing. The snow was terrible and the lifties were hit or miss with a lot being rude, which was weird. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Big Sky, I think I talked to some locals. They were saying it was the worst snow year they've had in the last 20 years. So I probably wouldn't chalk that up as a true measure of Big Sky. It's unfortunate about the lifties. Like, that's just something, whatever. Maybe they were just having a bad day, but I think Big Sky is in an area of the country where it misses this major snow belt that hits Jackson Hole and like comes south to the Cottonwoods. So I think Big Sky can be a little bit hit or miss with snow just because it, for whatever reason, it just doesn't get the same sort of weather systems that Jackson Hole might get, or the Cottonwoods or stuff like that. So I'm no meteorologist, but I think on a good snow year, Big Sky is going to be unreal. But there also might be some of these years where it's not as good. So no van today. Eric, we moved all the streams out of the van just for connectivity issues and just making sure the stream is a little bit more streamless. I can do a higher production stream. So the van is just in the driveway. How's the Florida trip? Florida trip was fun, man. It was good. I put a video out yesterday on it. You can check it out. It was a lot of fun. Steamboat is a really good upper. Oh yeah, Steamboat too. Steamboat would be a good place. What do you think the best early conditions are around Christmas time? Like where? Ooh, I don't know. Christmas can be such, again, hit or miss. Like you can either have a great Christmas or you can have no snow like this year. But I mean, anything that's more higher elevation, a lot of stuff in Colorado, A Basin, stuff like that could be pretty good. I mean, I skied main chute at Alta December 8th this year, so Alta snowboard are always safe options too. I think you have a blast Vermont skiing, but nothing is better than the West Coast. Exactly, man. I'm sure it will be fun, but yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to beat the West Coast skiing, but maybe one day we'll be able to try it out. You should go to Whistler. I'm planning on it, man. I would love to get up there. Please go to Crescent Butte, hit that rim run. I've never been able to, but I think you got it. Jennings, what's going on, man? That's what we're talking about. We're trying to figure out where to go this weekend. Maybe Crested Butte. So you need some Cascade concrete in your life. Is that the same as Sierra Cement, or is that like the PNW's version of it? Would love to see you ride at Mammoth. I'd recommend keeping an eye on it between now and mid-April. I'd love to. I think it's like a 9-hour drive, which is pretty long to do on a weekend. But we'll see. Bro, your karting vids are great and your skiing are superior. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that, man. Pharaoh the First. Garage Boys, let's go. Love you. Thanks for being here, man. I don't know if you guys got the whole crew or what's going on, but I think I saw Celeste in here earlier. Dakota, Pharaoh, thank you, guys. Litfit and Lucas are gonna do hiking this summer. Any plans yet? Litfit's going to Hawaii next week for like 2 months, so I think I'm on my own for this summer. But I'm definitely gonna be doing some hiking. I'm doing a Yellowstone trip on Memorial Day weekend, which is gonna be so sick. That was like a life-changing trip for me this year, so I'm very happy to go back. Obviously, getting up in the Uintas this year, the Tetons, so I will be definitely up in the mountains this summer. Liam, see ya, man. off my GoPro and the accessories. I got you, dweeb. Oh, let's go. Timmy Curtin. $2.99. Thank you, brother. Timmy just pops on with a little peach. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for responding. I'm even more motivated now. Of course, man. That's what we do here. But yeah, stick with it, dude. Just be in it for the long haul and just enjoy it. That's really like, especially when you start out, you know, like that's why I encourage people to go back and look at the other videos on the channel too, because you can just kind of see the evolution of it all. You can see kind of how I started. You can see the quality of the early videos and just like my demeanor vlogging, you know, and yeah, like I think it's a good learning even for myself to just see kind of how far we've came in sort of the different styles, different eras. Like I know personally I can tell when I was inspired by different people, different music, different seasons of my life, whether I was depressed, happy, sad, you know. And that's what I love most about YouTube and keeping a video log of everything. It's like the fact that I can look back on this in like 10 years and just see all these and like, I don't know, that to me, that's like the best part about it. So again, just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. And then when I started, look back and say like one day you're gonna have 15,000 subscribers and like going live to 70 people, like I would just say there's no way, you know. So stuff just starts to happen as you do it, and then you know people like Justin find the channel, you know, and stuff slowly starts to build. Justin's been here, you know, over almost 2 years, I think. Timmy Curtin as well. So it's like you actually start to build the community before you know it, and to me that's the most important part. So yeah, you got to take that motivation and you got to remember that motivation even when you're not feeling motivated, because it's easy to do it now, but I'm telling you, when you're not motivated is where it gets hard, and that's where the difference is made over time. So I don't know how old you are, I don't know what your story is, but no more daylight savings times. Wonder how it will affect the skiing. Yeah, I'm stoked on it because it gives me a little bit longer time to drive. Like 7 o'clock, it's still light out. It's going to be huge for traveling. That was kind of always the hardest part for me, but yeah, guess we'll see. Rue, bro, cheers, keep rocking it, mad respect and appreciate your time and sacrifice, dude. You always are thanking me for my time and just appreciating what we're doing here, which I appreciate that, but just know I love doing it. So for me, it doesn't even seem like I'm sacrificing anything, because like I've kind of, this has been like the whole stream's been about making the videos and stuff. But yeah, I'm appreciative for you guys who take the time to be here, watch the videos, everything like that. So thank you, man. For those who haven't watched the old season, it's really good. You can see the progression of videos too. It's worth the watch. Lucas K, thank you, man. I'm curious to see how much of the old stuff you've watched before, but like we're on season 3. We have 100 episodes in season 1. We have like season 0 videos too. There's probably like, I don't even know, 15 season 0 videos. We have 77 or 78 episodes of season 2. So that's why it's like I've always been like, this was never designed to be just a ski channel, you know, and like it's grown to be that. But it's always I enjoy other things other than just skiing. And I've never been one of those people who's like gonna go chase like a summer couloir, you know, and hike in the grass in the summer to go ski like a little like slush pile of snow. Like I would rather go hiking or something else. But yeah, and I don't really think it's a sustainable business or model to just have a seasonal sort of thing. You know, it's like opening up like a Halloween store, right? It's very hard to make it work the other months of the year. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you can already see like the racing videos, they perform a lot less than everything else. So at least now I'm expected it. Like last season, it hit me in the face. Like April came, I didn't post a skiing video. I was like, whoa. And then all through the summer, everything like that. So it is what it is. I think it's an opportunity to attract more people, sort of gain a new audience as well. But I don't know, something about the skiing videos, YouTube just likes them and they recommend them, and that's how that works. So do you share stats on your audience demographics? Curious who's watching ski on YouTube, might be a harder audience to reach. You share stats on your audience demographics. I mean, I look at that. I try not to look at it too much. I mean, like, the demographics is mostly men between 25 and 34 years old in terms of like a demographic. But yeah, I think most people are here for skiing for sure. And if I seen able to take pictures of race, would love to be able to do it, but usually no good vantage points to the normies because of the fences. Yeah, it's hard to take photos of races if you're not like a photographer in a zone. I would try to get up higher. High as you can, and then really just walk the track and try to find places where they don't have the fence, or get up on like the grandstands or something like that and just use a long lens. You're gonna need like 400 mil, I would think, at least 200 to 400 mil, but I've never really done it before either. So of course, man, gotta getting you to talk about. Headed out for dinner now. Thank you, man. Hope you have a good dinner, dude. Thank you for being here. Timmy Curtin, hello. Heading to Vail and Beaver dinner. What's your thoughts on those? Bon Rogers, $4.99 through Super Chat. Keep it up with the pair, lifting some dumbbells. I love it. Let's go. Thank you for the $5, my friend. Vail and Beaver Creek in a month. Love the videos, man. Thank you, Luke. Beaver Creek, guys, actually was just at. So I skied, it's called the Stone Creek Chutes there, which is kind of like their more advanced terrain. And I think it's a cool place. It's definitely more mellow, but there are some cool tree skiing, stuff like that, if that's what you're into. Very nice resort. And then Vail, I haven't been to Vail in 2 or 3 years, but Vail, I mean, I think Vail is an amazing place. The back bowls, you always hear people talk about, are beautiful. I think it's called Blue Sky Basin's a lot of fun. So yeah, I think you're gonna have a great time. Those are like, Vail is like a, you know, staple resort. Just be patient. Lift lines might be kind of rough, but it's all part of the experience there. Beaver Creek should be a little bit less crowded. Yeah, check out the video if you're interested, if you haven't seen it. All kinds of mountain bike for me. Let's go, Jay. Are you gonna ride like around Park City mostly? What's the hardest trail you've done? From Timmy Curtin. I'm an OG, I've been here since under 3K. That's right, Timmy, you've been here for a while. You were in the streams last winter, which is, that's pretty cool. So, hardest trail. Dude, I gotta say, I mean, that Headwater stuff was amongst one of the hardest things I've done. There's a few chutes at A Basin on the east wall, like the snorkel nose, the snorkel door. Those were pretty freaking extreme as well. Maybe I just wasn't, maybe I was earlier in my ski career, so maybe they wouldn't be as hard as they are now. But those were pretty insane. Yeah, the Headwater stuff was pretty legit. I mean, shot 15 at Snowbird, that little chute, like, I don't know if it's really the hardest one, but definitely maybe one of the more intense, like, scary chutes I've done, just like kind of free falling for whatever 20, 30 feet through there. But yeah, definitely, I think the Headwater stuff, Great Scots is challenging, but not like the hardest I've ever done. Lucas, when are you coming to ski the east? From Stephen Walsh? Probably never, my friend. Maybe I'll make a trip out there, but hopefully resorts stay open an hour later than normal because of the time shift, but it seems like a long shot. Yeah, I think resorts would still close at 4 o'clock or whatever. Little Pablo, what's going on, dude? Everyone boo Pablo? Why are we gonna boo Pablo? We can't boo Pablo. Pharaoh don't want to smoke. Drama in the garage? Yeah, no, I can't wait to hear about this one. What's a guy got to do to go see him with you? Man, if you ever see him on the mountain, just say what's up and let's go take a lap. Nothing more than that. I'm just a kid who likes to ski, man. Also, me and my brother hit somebody's Powder Mountain a couple weeks ago. Loved it. You should make your way back to Powder sometime. I was thinking about it this weekend because I haven't been there this year. But, yeah, I don't know. The only bummer with Powder Mountain is that it's low elevation. Like, because you start at the top and ski down, you'll ski down to like 6,000 feet. And so with this recent rain and warm weather, I'm not super optimistic about the snow quality there, but it's definitely a fun mountain. Really, really cool vibe, really cool place. Everyone asks Pablo, oh man, Pablo, why are you not in the garage, my friend? YouTube should have a thing to say how many subscribers a creator had when you subscribe. That'd be cool. See when you join the crew. He is really into yogurt. Yeah, we have some garage gang drama going on. He's really into yogurt. I am into yogurt. Somehow I don't even know. Chin started that. Chin started the whole yogurt fund, and it's stuck because I do something weird. Whenever I'm in the van, like I really crave the flip cup yogurt at night. Lucas, I'm going to Whistler. Let's go, PJ. That's sick, dude. Are you going to ever do snowboarding then? Probably not. I think trying snowboarding is just a fast track to like breaking a wrist or something. But yeah, I'm not against it or anything, but I don't know really. Some ski abroad videos would be cool, like Argentina during the winter. That'd be rad. Be a pretty hefty trip and everything. But yeah, that'd be sick. I wouldn't turn it down. Wrapping up another day. Hope all is well. Are you gonna try any late skiing? Yeah, we'll do some late skiing, late season skiing. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it to have like a April POW dump. You know, it happened last year, so I'm sure we'll get a few storms in April up there. So yeah, we'll do a little bit. But as of now, we have the Stoke Squad meetup the first week in April. Then the second week, I'm going to Sonoma, California for the first round of my racing championship, and so then that already puts us like April, I don't know, 23rd maybe. So yeah, just working around that stuff, and I want to get to the desert before it gets too hot, all that sort of stuff. But does your IG have your 2022 racing schedule? It does not, but I can find it and put a link in here really quick. 'Cause someone else asked that as well. So what's the purpose of an ND filter? Would it be useful for an Insta360 x2? The purpose of an ND filter is to basically, in essence, it's essentially darkening your exposure. It's making your footage darker, and the reason why you'd want to do that is for this, and it might be a little confusing, but when you shoot video, there's something called aperture, or photos even, and when you put your aperture, if you guys notice, like right now, see how like the background is blurry, like these lights, I can change that. It's gonna make it darker, but it's also gonna make it so everything gets in focus, and this is called depth of field. So it's like this right now, it's a very shallow depth of field, and so to achieve this look in the daylight, everything's gonna be super bright, because when you open up your aperture like that, it's letting in a bunch of light into the camera. And so by putting an ND filter on it, it allows you to be wide open like this in the middle of the day. Because also what the ND filter is for is keeping your shutter speed. This is where it just gets confusing. Whenever you're doing video, you want to keep your shutter speed twice your frame rate, because that's going to give you the realistic motion blur. So a great example on this is my karting footage. So if you look at like my head cam, it looks really immersive because I have an ND filter on that set my GoPro shutter speed to twice my frame rate. So you guys see the motion blur, like you see the curbs, how you would see it with your eye. A lot of times when people use GoPros, they just turn them on and go, and you don't get that motion blur. So to have a low shutter speed, wide open, you need an ND filter during the day, or else everything's gonna be blown out. With that being said, I don't think it would be useful for a 360 camera. But if you can make the 360 camera into just like a normal GoPro, which I think you can with that one, it would be useful. I use ND filters on my GoPro Hero 10, on my drone, on my main camera. I'm using an ND filter all of the freaking time. I hope that explained it. Might have been a little confusing, but I don't use an ND filter on my 360 camera just because that's a little bit more automatic exposure, to be honest, because it's shooting 360 degrees. You like, one side might be dark, the other side might be bright, so putting ND filters on might be a little bit confusing for it. But anyways, Chin, what's going on, dude? How is Steamboat? Are you still in there? Are you still there? I'm out of shape, but Steamboat got like 5 inches. Beautiful time, tired AF. Damn, dude, 5 inches. That sounds awesome. Where have you been skiing? Deer Valley and WoW shuttles till I drop. Oh, sick. Okay. Do you get a pass up to the bike park? Minus the tight part. I heard beer is a good nutrient. Garage Boys checking in. Zach, let's go. Looks like we got Pablo, Dakota, Pharaoh, Zach. We had Celeste. Where's Mr. Z, dude? I think Mr. Z, Cade. We have people just MIA. When did you do your first double black? Personally, I was and am 11. I don't even remember, to be honest, man. Probably around that same age, maybe a little bit sooner. I used to do like what was called adventure, what are they called, adventure camps. And I'd go like kind of like a ski school, except a little bit more like extreme. I remember hiking up Scotts Bowl up at Jupiter and stuff, and maybe I was like 8 or 9. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really remember. I'm 28 years old now, so I don't necessarily remember stuff 20 years ago, but that's sick, man. 11 years old, dude, double black, that's legit. Pablo is a legend from Pablo himself. Pablo's a self-proclaimed legend. This is a little bit too orange for my liking now that the daytime is changing. That looks a little bit better. Never ski the east. I'm in PA. Don't do it. I'm not itching to go, but a lot of people think I should go out there. Legends don't call themselves legends. What Jesse said, legends don't call themselves legends. Just self-proclaimed legend. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I was skiing Christmas tree bowl and did North St. Pat's and No Name State. It was pretty epic, just pooped. I could read that a few different ways. Like, you just pooped, literally, or you're just pooped in general for the skiing. But at first I read it, I was like, oh, Chin just took a shit and he wrote that. But that's sick, man. Favorite trail at Jackson Hole? Probably the Alta Chutes, or Alta Chutes. Legends don't call themselves legends. Nah, Celeste chimed in too, and he isn't here tonight. Fake Garage Boy. Pablo, you're getting a lot of hate tonight, dude. Chirp Chirp is right. What software do you use? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. PA winter is over, itching for wakeboarding season now. Let's go wakeboarding. That would be a ton of fun. You should do Tuckerman in New Hampshire in the spring. World class, very, very steep. Man, maybe I'm missing out about the East Coast stuff, but New Hampshire's saying world class. That's pretty hefty, Bond Rogers. World class skiing in New Hampshire. Is this your full-time job? If so, how did you decide on making this? It is not my full-time job. If you're referring to like YouTube and making videos, it is not my full-time job. So I have another job. I have a 9-to-5 job in real estate or whatever the heck it is. I'm not a real estate agent. I feel like a lot of people think I'm a real estate agent when I say that, but I'm not. But yeah, this isn't my full-time job. Neutral density balances colors uniformly. I'm an OG garage boy. Sorry, Paulo. If no one else loves you tonight, I love you, man. So that's all that matters. Where like if you did a white balance, other stuff would look funny with all the snow. Yeah, I mean the filter doesn't the neutral density filter doesn't really affect the color at all. I mean you gotta be a little bit, if you get a high quality one, it shouldn't. Sometimes the one I have, I notice it puts like a little bit of a greenish tint on the stuff, but that's pretty easy to correct in editing. But yeah, it's just changing the exposure. I mean, I could grab it and I could put it up here and I could show you guys how it works. But ND filters are sunglasses for the camera. That's the common analogy for all of that. Who's Lil Pablo? Tomorrow's your last day, dude. Oh, Kate is here. Oh wow, welcome. So man, it sounds like everyone's Misters at the gym will be here soon. Okay, all right, that's an acceptable excuse. So it's just Pablo who's lacking tonight. Oh, see you, Chen. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Have fun in Steamboat. Hula La Bulldog, love your channel. Do you use an ND16 or 32 filter? I want a pet hula. Yeah, is he really a bulldog? My music is so loud in my headphones, but I can't turn it down or else it's gonna mess up the audio. Okay, because we're on the ND, this is the variable ND filter. See if it'll. So it's variable because it's not set. So when you ask 16 or 32, you can see there's the sort of gauges on the side. It says minimum to maximum. So as I turn this, let's see if I can get a grip on it here. Kind of hard to do. So you can look at, like, see how I'm getting darker? Oh, this way. This way. Okay. Then as I spin it, so super dark right now. As I spin this, I get lighter. So I'd put this over the lens and see how it's gonna make everything darker. So that's why if you see in the video sometimes, like, I kind of grab the front of the lens and I spin something, I get brighter or darker. So this is a variable. It goes from 1 stop to 9 stops. I've had this for like 5 years. It's pretty beat up, but it continues to do the trick. So variable ND filter, this screws on the front of my camera lens. See how it's nice and dark? Okay. Then, so that's a variable ND. These are just ND filters for the GoPro. There is a 16, 32, and an 8. Typically, I'll use the 32 in bright and just like normal daylight. The 32 is what you need. If it gets overcast, I'll go down to like 16, and then if it gets really dark for some reason, I'll go to 8. I don't really use 8 that much, but yeah, so these go on the front of my GoPro lens. You wouldn't really notice it, but it makes a nice subtle difference. And like I said, like the go-karting one, that one's really noticeable. So I hope that answers your questions about the ND filters. I can't wait to see Chin's clips. My first black was Forget About It at Beaver Creek. Sick, Timmy. When you get to 50k subs, will you get a mullet? Well, if we get to 50k subs, we'll have, that'd be pretty insane. But I probably won't get a mullet. You got POV of me falling down North St. Pat's. Let's go with steep and deep, heavy snow today too. Okay. Hope you're all right, Chin. Now he's gone. We don't even know. We don't even know if he's all right or not. Can't wait to see it though. Being a dad, BRB, little Pablo. I didn't know Pablo was a dad. What the heck? I heard that Japan has some of the best skiing in the world. You should definitely check it out next year. I'd love to, Ski Bum. That'd be sick. Obviously, they're known for their deep snow, non-stop storms, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, Japan's definitely like one of those bucket list things, just for the whole experience, the little ski towns, everything like that. So we'll see if we can ever make it work. But quick question: how do you afford the passes at all the resorts you go to? I have an Epic Pass and an Icon Pass, so that's what, $2,000 in passes, just about. I have a job. I don't know how else to say it. I just have I have a good paying job or career or whatever. Not, yeah, salary, position, all that sort of stuff. So it's a good. That's why I haven't really left it yet or anything like that, because it does pay well and allows me to live the lifestyle that I have. So that's a quick answer to your question. I just have a job. So, but I'm also not buying. I'm not buying like day tickets to all these places. That was why I bought the Epic and the Icon Pass. So, yeah. I want to make a video as well, kind of showing like the cost benefit of the passes, where it's like, for example, like let's just say I went to Sun Valley 2 days this year. A day ticket at Sun Valley is $150. That's $300 to Sun Valley, right? And then Park City this many days. I spent $900 on an Epic Pass, let's say, or whatever. So, and then kind of putting up the cost, what it would be if you bought day tickets compared to just the Epic Pass, because some of these, like, you know, the bigger passes, it's a lot of money to shell out at first, but the point is to show people that they're actually worth it if you're gonna ski quite a bit, or just even if you ski this many days, the pass will be worth it, if that makes sense. So I think that could kind of be a cool video, also for myself to see like how much we would have spent at these resorts compared to what we saved. So now we're late but made it. Brett Downing, what's going on, man? Thank you for making the stream, man. Yeah, we are an hour and 10 minutes into it, but no worries, my friend, you're here now. Thanks for the ND info. You're welcome, Bon. I hope that helped. Not if, when. I don't know, man. 50K is a lot. We'll see. We probably need, at this rate, we would need like, it would be like two or three more seasons of, 2 or 3 more like ski seasons to get to that number, but. Got the zip-on bag this week for my birthday. Use the code Lucas. Fits a ton. Sick, Brad. You like it? I think there's probably 3 or 4 of you guys now who have the zipline ski bags. So if you guys are looking for poles, goggles, ski bags, anything like that, you can check out ziplineski.com. Use the code Lucas for 15% off of your order. It's the poles, the goggles I've been using for the past 5 years now. So they had 8 Olympic athletes using zipline gear as well. Longest trip in Luna, probably. I went to Sedona, Arizona. That was that maybe 11 hours? The California trip was long too. Yeah, either the California trip we did this Christmas, or I went down to Arizona in the van, and that was pretty long as well. I missed most of the stream up to this point. Chase the powder this weekend. Check the snow reports Friday morning and go to the mountain that has received the most snow the past couple of days. Good idea, Parker. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. Doesn't look like too much is in the forecast, at least here in Utah. But yeah, still trying to figure out where to go this weekend. I'm going to Purgatory. It's my first time. I've never been to Purgatory. But I guess just in terms of general of exploring a new resort for the first time, I try to check out as much as I can, or at least kind of have some sort of plan of like an area, so you can be direct in sort of your exploration, and don't be afraid to ask people on the lift attendants. And yeah, I always look at the maps. Like, I got to figure out where I'm going. So just have fun with it. I have a job. I wasn't sure if you had a job. Yeah, not fully into YouTube. I mean, could have maybe made it work this winter with how the channel grew and everything like that, but just in terms of like a year thing, I don't think it's the smartest idea. If you ski more than 7 days, get a pass. Very true, yeah. Definitely if you ski, yeah, more than 7, probably even like 5 days, I feel like it could be worth it. You're talking about Powder Mountain next year. I think I'm going to hit Powder Mountain on my drive up to Washington State. Nice, Cody. Powder Mountain's pretty sick, for sure. It's a very unique resort. You can take bus laps. It's an upside-down layout where you start at the top of the resort and ski down. They have cat skiing there as well, so very, very cool. Matt Edwards, what is going on? Running to McDonald's. Dude, I'm getting hungry, Dakota. I would crush a Big Mac for our boy Kyle. You have to try the onsens when in Japan and the food. Gina, where have you not been? No matter what resort or country we're talking about, it seems like you've been there, so that's amazing. Do you demo skis a lot, or would you just buy a pair hoping it works? Yeah, I would just buy a pair hoping it works. I feel like I kind of know what I want at this point. I mean, I'm not against demoing skis, but I'm probably just gonna buy another pair of JJs and another pair of like Armadas, but I recommend demoing skis. I'm not saying to do what I do. I also don't tune my skis or wax or whatever the heck it's even called. So yeah, don't listen to what I do. What is your profession? I'm the director of videography for a residential real estate brokerage, Summit Sotheby's International Realty. So I essentially manage people, but I work in video. So Mark Marafi, what up? Just made it. We're chilling. We're an hour 15 in. Send it. Yeah, Lucas K got it. Works at a real estate company, not an agent though. That's definitely a way to put it. Well, definitely reach 50K. I'd say it's definitely possible by the end of next season if you stay consistent. Thank you, man. We will see what happens. Hour in clips. I do. We could do clips. I have 2 clips from DC and 2 clips only. We can do these 2 clips. Look who decided to show up to the party. It is the Matt Edwards, channel top donator, $420. Leadership moved me from quick to Silverload today. Shit the fan today on Silverload. Is that good? Would you rather be on Silverload, Matt? Fries for Justin, Big Mac meal for Regina. Have you considered going backcountry more? I haven't really considered. I don't really have a desire to do backcountry, to be honest. I went to Breck for 4 days and lift tickets alone were $750. Definitely am getting bullet passes next year. That's insane. Lift tickets, $750 for 4 days. Even like Deer Valley, you're gonna pay over $200 for a day ticket. I think my sister bought a day ticket at Big Sky on Sunday. It was like $180. Wow. Ruskies would love a Big Mac and fries. Will you? Have you gone to Val? I've been there before. I went there our first weekend of the year, to be honest. Maybe we go there this weekend. I don't know. I have been there before. I've been there probably like 5 or 6 times in my lifetime. It's a great resort. It gets a ton of negative press, but it is still a great place. So that's just my take. What is your view on full tilt boots? I think they're great boots. I know, like, I feel like it's one of those things that people either love them or people just don't like them. I know a lot of park skiers obviously use them. Mogul skiers use them because they tend to be pretty stiff. I've never tried them out, so, but I just think everything nowadays is good. It just depends on personal preference. So yeah, I've used my Del Bellos for 3 years now. I used Technicas before that for like 5 seasons, so just never really used them. DC, you heard the news on Silverload. Yo, what's the news on Silverload, Matt? Spill it. Do you ride the Armada JJs? Yes, dude. The JJs are like, they're front and center of every video. They're 2019s. Lift tickets are definitely insane prices. They are. Lift ticket. That's why we went with the Epic and the Icon. Last year we just had the Epic, and that I ended up paying, like, I made the whole video on it. I can't remember. I ended up paying, I don't know, $1,300 on extra lift tickets because we went to like Brian Head, we went to Grand Targhee. I mean, places that aren't necessarily even on the Icon, but the point was that I'd rather pay $970 or whatever for the Icon, and so that was kind of why we did that. Soren Jones, $10. What happened while I was at track at field? Lucas, you aren't wearing your headphones right. Yogurt fun. No, nothing happened actually. It's been very chill. My music is so loud in my headphones that I had to take them off because I feel like I'm shouting. I can't turn the music down or else I feel like it's gonna mess up the stream background music. So I'm just kind of moving them to protect my ears at this point. But thank you, Soren, for the $10, man. Hope you had a good time at track and field, my friend. Yeah, nothing happened. Does YouTube take 30% on all donations, squad, super chat? Can people just Venmo you so you get 100%? Yeah, YouTube obviously takes a cut of the donations and stuff like that. But yeah, you can certainly also Venmo me. My thing is just Lucas-Catania. But yeah, you don't need to Venmo me, my friend. But just in general, yeah, YouTube does take a portion of the funds for sure. That's how YouTube kind of makes their money. Quick all the way. We lost power in a few APUs. Had to go on maintenance hold. Canon was busy patrol to open. Gotcha. I had to get a few adaptive skiers over on quick. Damn, dude. Sounds like a busy day. Quick all the way, though. Aren't they? They're upgrading Silverload to what, an 8-person lift anyways next year? You go on Icon Epic again next season? For sure. Definitely doing Icon and Epic next year. I had a great time this year in terms of being able to ski a lot of places. Kind of felt like we could ski wherever we wanted to, which was fun. Finally hitting Telluride in 12 days. Look like a bit more sun. Any tips on spots to hit skiing? So it probably won't go too crazy in the backcountry. Dude, I only was there that one time, but the Gold Hill chutes look freaking gnarly. Hiking the Palmyra Peak or whatever to like 13,000 feet looks gnarly. Anything off that lift is pretty sick. The back bowl, I think it's called, what is it? Is it called Rendezvous? Oh man, I can't keep them all straight. There's like a backside that's pretty fun. But yeah, I would definitely, I mean, it depends on your skill level, but look in the map. There's the Gold Hill chutes and then Palmyra Peak. Pretty insane terrain. It's not backcountry, but yeah. Parker Moore, curious why you've been out of. Oh wait, Michael Colburn. Here's for your coffee addiction. I got a coffee addiction too. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Yeah, I need a nice 2 or 3 cups of coffee in the morning just to get everything going. But thank you, Michael. Curious why you've been out of racing the last couple of seasons. Looking forward to the upcoming racing events. Also enjoyed the podcast. Oh, what the heck was that? You guys hear that? It sounded like someone just like flew into the freaking wall. I've been out of racing since 2016 for 2 main reasons. One, I started grad school at the time, so I kind of was like, I don't know. In retrospect, I shouldn't have just gotten out of it, but it was just like starting a new chapter in my life. Grad school is like, oh man, now I got to grow up, get a job, everything like that. And then really just the cost of racing, it just got so astronomical because they changed the car that next year, so I had to basically secure funding for a brand new car, and it's just like it gets so incredibly expensive that it just, between those 2 things, it kind of fizzled out, unfortunately. So that's why I'm so excited to get back into it, because it was just, when I tell you guys it was my life, like it was everything I did was racing. Like skiing wasn't even like on the map. Average hours editing each YouTube video, between 6 and 12. Nah, 6 is low. I would say between, yeah, it's usually around like 12 hours to edit these. Electric motor was done for a bit. Oh shit, that sucks, dude. Seems like you kind of been having consistent lift issues this year. Maybe not though, but seems like every week it's like, man, something happened. 52 watching, 55 likes. Oh, and even, yeah, guys, if you've been in the stream, if you enjoy the stream, if you enjoy the channel, you can hear me okay, you can see me okay, hit a thumbs up on the stream. It just helps the stream out. Or you can hit the thumbs down if you don't like it. But it's minimally invasive. No one's got to know. So, yeah, thanks for the reminder. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Luckily, we were down for like an hour and a half. You were down. Holy shit. Out Silverlode? That would feel like that would mess everything up because that's such a busy area. Finally heading to Park City first time this week, and I'm stoked. Let's go, Michael. Have fun. It should be pretty good. They just got a little bit of snow this past weekend. New viewer of the season. Just want to say someone from the middle. Keep it up. Thank you, Parks Kendall. I'm glad that you can find some solace in the videos and they keep you sane, my friend. Can you still hold an edge when turning if you don't tune your skis? That's a great question. I don't really know. That's probably why I can't turn as soon as it gets icy or any sort of hard pack. But yeah, that's, I guess, the fun of it. But yeah, especially with a 116 underfoot, it's even harder. So I'm sure I would benefit from a nice tune, but I don't know. Everyone's got their own sort of cup of tea, I guess. Skied the daily shoots, Jupiter 999 this week, thanks to your vids, big time. JR, sick, dude. You got after it. That's how you do it. Just come up to Park City and just ski the 3 hardest areas. Let's go. Hope you had fun. Papa Joe, hello, all better late than never. That is true, Papa Joe. Thanks for stopping by. You can Venmo me too, Rainmaker. I'll Venmo you, brother. Michael, check the weather outlook for a week during the stay. Stop by Quicksilver. I don't think we're supposed to get any snow. No. No, it's a hike from PC went up to Whitefish this year. Cool place to get in. Yeah. Oh, that would be cool next year too. It's more Montana stuff like Bridger Bowl and Whitefish. A couple people have recommended Whitefish. When are they closing Silverlode? Pretty soon. I love your skiing videos. What are your skis? They're Armada JJs. Yeah, Justin got you right there. 185 JJs, 116 underfoot, 2019 model. Thoughts on the upcoming BMW season? I'm excited for it, man. I think it's going to be a fun season. We are going for the championship. I think we have a good shot at winning it. Just based on the car and everything like that. But we don't really know. I mean, I feel like I'm so much more at a different place mentally and sort of my maturity level than when I raced before. So it's such a long season. The goal is obviously just being consistent, especially in these first few week events. So I'm stoked for it. Gonna be a lot of work because we're running our own team. We're not like typically you would pay another team and you would just show up and drive, but we are running our own team. So it's tons of work, and then I'm also driving. So it should be a lot of fun, another great experience. But Eagles done for this season. Whistler Blackcomb happening for me in April. Oh shit, you're going to Whistler in April. That's awesome, dude. Hopefully the conditions are still good up there. I feel like they started off really good, really well up there, but I kind of heard that they kind of slowed down in terms of snowfall. Haven't been to Italy yet on my list, but going to Greece soon. So skiing last week in Utah may have been my last ski trip for the season. You're going to Greece soon? That's amazing, Regina. What are you going to do in Greece? Since you only go to specific mountains a couple of days a year, why do you not look at Mount Clark Pass? You see 2 days a lot of mountains and half of other tickets. That's a good point. I mean, I need to look at that again next year and see what's going to make the most sense. It was kind of between Icon and Mount Collective. The only reason why I didn't go Mount Collective was because of the Snowbird Ultra days. The fact that we had 7 there instead of 2 was the reason why I went with that, the Snowbird and Ultra pass, the Icon pass. But yeah, I'm gonna look back into that and see. It might make more sense. But yeah, and also 7 days to Deer Valley is kind of clutch. I've only used 2 of them, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of nice having the extra days to these local places. Anywhere when Epic's released in the 22-23 class, I kind of scaled theirs and have a cool spring ski option. Going to Breck early, everyone would pay 100 for 3 days. I do not know about Epic passes, to be honest, like when they're releasing them. But yeah, $500 for 3 days would just not. That would be pretty rough. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any information on that. I'm sorry, Brett. Do you have any tips for skiing snowboard in terms of stuff like crowd patterns and where to go? I mean, it kind of depends what you're looking for. Mineral Basin is very popular. It's the backside of Snowbird, basically, and Mineral Basin, I think, can kind of be a trap. Like, it's very beautiful. The terrain is great, and it gets the morning sun, so it's like, I feel like people get radiated towards it just because of the sun, how beautiful it is. But Mineral Basin is like the longest lines I've waited in at Snowbird. It can just be, it's a 4-person chair, and people come in from both sides. So I think it'd be, if you're gonna do a Mineral Basin, I'd do it early and then try to get out of there because it will get really crowded. And I think like the tram this year has been pretty good. So if you're okay with more advanced stuff and you want long runs, I would just rip the tram, because you can go from the base all the way up to the top, and it can fit 110 people or something, so it can move pretty quickly. If all that stuff gets crowded, you can try like Little Cloud area and GAD too, but those can also get kind of crowded as well. So yeah, I would maybe work your way up, do a Mineral Basin lap if you want, and then come back over to the tram or GAD to Little Cloud, stuff like that. You just don't hear about it most of the time, only from Epic lift lines. Yeah. Exactly. That's why I don't even like that stuff, because like people just cast, they're just out to cast the ski resorts in bad lights. Like as soon as there's one problem, people blast it all over the place. But 99% of the time, you know, stuff is running smoothly, but no one ever talks about that. So my son Keegan says, awesome breakfast game. I made those blueberry pancakes for him. But see ya, man. I have someone been to check out Jupiter 99. Jupiter didn't open 99 down for a long while. You won't wait for it. Really? Jupiter didn't open? Huh. Damn, I can't believe of all the places you've been to, you haven't checked out Jupiter or 9990. But yes, you gotta come back. Tuning seat is such an East Coast thing to do. I don't know. I think it's a skiing thing to do in general. I don't do it. I've never done it. Some people are like religious about it and they tune their skis after every freaking day of skiing, but man, I just ski the shit that I have. Oh well, have to come back to PC. That's right. Papa Joe. That's right. Papa Joe's in here. Dakota's at McDonald's. Phone's at 8%. Damn, dude, your phone's about to die. Closing date for Silverload. Closing day April 17th. Oh, Silverload will run to the. Oh, okay. It sounded like it was gonna close early or something. Gonna try to make the Virginia race. Let's go, Lucas. You gotta let me know, dude, because I gotta get you like a credential so you can come into the pits and everything like that and get way up close and everything like that. So, and this goes for anyone. I have. How many do I have? I have like 8 or 10 credentials to the races to get you guys in there. So if anyone's ever interested in all that sort of stuff, just let me know. Mark Lambert, yo. Thoughts on Breck next week, snow-wise? Elias Ingia. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I think it's pretty consistent everywhere. Like, there's snow. There's not a ton of snow. But I don't know, man. I don't have much more other than that. You just gotta rip it. Holy F, your channel has taken up and watching since 2K. Keep crushing it. Chicken dinner. Thank you for watching since 2K. It's been a fun journey, my friend. Chicken dinner. Breck's supposed to get some snow this weekend into Monday. Ooh, maybe we go to Breck this weekend. Just used my 7th day at DV. Let's go. You ever go skydiving? I have not. Flying in on Saturday. Let's go. Super foggy visibility was rough at Snowbird this morning. What did it snow up there, Jay, or was it kind of raining? It was like sleeting down here in Park City. Just from the Baldy lift at Mineral, it's usually empty when the Mineral lift is great point. You couldn't run Baldy up. You can't get back to the top of Mineral, but you could do some Baldy laps. Oh, you could even go over to Alta. You hit Mammoth yet, this Lucas? I have not hit Mammoth. Also mixing in CB and Silverton with a heli trip with Telluride, so I should have some pretty sick lines to choose from. Probably don't have the funds for Powder Cats unless the March Madness parlay. I was like, wait, what? Damn, so a Silverton heli rip, are you just doing like a single drop then at Silverton? That's gonna be a sick trip though. Crested Butte, Silverton heli, and then Telluride. Hopefully your March Madness parlays hit, my friend. Yeah, not sure about tuning being only an East Coast thing. Yeah, that's what I like. I mean, ski tuning it's ski tuning. It doesn't really matter where you're at. Oh, Jay and Matt Edwards are going uphill. You're supposed to go downhill, guys. If you're going uphill, you're doing something wrong. When is the Virginia race? Let me check real quick. Oh, the Virginia race is the 3rd round. Oh, it's June 10th to 12th is the Virginia weekend, and it's Virginia International Raceway. It's in a place called Danville, Virginia, I believe. Yeah, June 10th to the 12th is the Virginia event. And then we do Watkins Glen in New York. And then we do Road America, which is in Wisconsin. And then we do Sebring down in Florida. And then we finish the season at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He's getting the McChickens and land, air, and sea meals. Ooh, that sounds good. I gotta figure out something for dinner. I don't have any food. I'm caretaking a long-time NAC participant starting after 9, but we'll be alright in terms of time. Some snow, some pellets mix in between. Okay, so not bad. When's the next SLC Stoke Squad ride? The Stoke Squad meetup is April 2nd and April 3rd. So the SLC one is going to be April 3rd at Solitude. April 2nd at Park City. Went to Alta last weekend. Powder Day on Sunday was epic. Ah, oh, man. I know. I seen the videos. I seen the pictures. Probably the best day of the season, to be honest. Alta and them also got way more snow on Sunday than other places, but we're earning our turn tomorrow morning, Lucas. Yeah, you are, I guess. But they're also free if you just wait till 9 o'clock. I heard Vail-owned resorts are getting hit with staffing shortages and employee visa ended yesterday, 15th, so there's a chance. Oh, wow. Wow. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. People's visas run out, like middle, like you said yesterday. That would be very, very unfortunate. Do you race in IMSA? I used to. When I stopped racing, that was what I was racing in. But this year, I'm racing in SRO World Challenge. So it's basically the same thing as IMSA, just more of a sprint race format, where IMSA tends to be more endurance racing, multi-driver sort of stuff. So I'm just racing in. There's basically IMSA and SRO are like the two main professional series. Clips, yes, we'll do clips. We will do clips. Let me see. I only got 2. Image. Oh, look at that. It's the Garage Boys from the Garage Crew from last week. 2 Garage Dogs. 3 Garage Dogs. 2 Garage Girls. Pablo. Dakota. I can't wait to see this week's photo. Although, where did Dakota say he was at? He was like 3% or something? Oh, he's on his way back to the garage. Okay. All right. Invest in AT setup. I totally agree with you about doing it wrong. If you're going uphill, I always say I do downhill skiing. It's called that for a reason. Oh, man. Yeah, to each their own. But I'm more of a downhill sort of guy. Get me on a chairlift. Seeing a heli drop was only $59 for the unguided season pass, so easily worth it. To hike the rest. Actually working on a video for this whole season with France, Utah. Damn, this is gonna be a sick video, dude. France, Utah, and Colorado. $59 for a heli drop is a good deal. Turned around on my tour Saturday. Why'd you turn around? Every day of last week was epic as pow every day. Powder Day at Alta last Sunday was my best ski day. Just so damn soft. That's the Utah snow for you, man. What is your DIN set at? My DIN's set at 12, I believe. Maybe a little bit less. But, ooh, why aren't we focusing? Okay. How long have you been growing the lettuce? Man, 5 years at like this length. I've kind of always, yeah, 5-6 years at this, like consistently this length. I kind of had it shorter. It was more like shoulder height before, for probably 2 or 3 years. Then I went more, a little bit longer. So, what do you do for a living? I work in real estate, but I'm not an agent. We're at Solitude. We meeting, and April 3rd is in the calendar. Let's go, dude. I'm not really sure where exactly we're gonna meet yet, but I mean, I'm gonna have the van up there. So the only problem with Solitude is it's the paid parking. So I don't know the best way to get around that with everyone, because it's 25 bucks to park there. So unless people are just cool with paying that, or you can park on the road and then come in, I'll probably pull into the lot somewhere, and just pay. But I'm gonna have to get some people tickets who don't have tickets and like buddy passes. So if anything, we'll just meet sort of at the base area there. But I think there will be a little sort of pre-ski little tailgate just for coffee and whatever else. But yeah, join the Discord. The Solitude one is definitely smaller. There's probably 7 or 8 people who signed up. The Park City one were like over 20 people, so that's gonna be a little bit more. But yeah, challenge. But yeah, as long as it's in your calendar, join the Discord if you're on Discord, stuff like that. Okay. So I only have 2 clips from DC. They're about like 30 seconds each. So this was a cool clip because he like, oh, dude, he almost went down in the trees. But I love when he's ripping Pow like with his uniform on. He's like, yeah, boss, I'll be down in a second. This is Resident Stoke Squad member DC sent me these. I would assume this is from this weekend because it looks good. This looks like, is this on Motherload DC? The trees over there is like doing some bushwhacking. It looks like, maybe it's not Motherload. Maybe it is. Like right here, it gets kind of gnarly. Whoa. It looks good. Oh, it is Motherload? Or was it last weekend? And then, so that was the first clip he sent me. Then he sent me a head cam through the trees, which is sweet too. Where's this one at, DC? Is this over on Motherload as well? Looks a little bit too dense for Motherload. Yeah, where was this clip at? You can find a reasonably cheap flight to Geneva because there's 7 days at the 3 Valleys. Oh, I forgot about all the international access that the passes have. That's a good idea. Dropping off Pile Ridge to Jupe. Oh. Why did this keep going? I gotta grab the focus box and bring it over. Interesting. So the backside of Pioneer Ridge to Jupiter access. That's cool. So did you hike up from Pioneer then and then drop down? You ever skied near Minnesota? It's pretty dry over here, not gonna lie. I have not, man. You can find, sure, DC and I had a dope plan for you on Sunday, but the rest is important, especially as you didn't get back until 2 a.m. Yeah, dude, Sunday was kind of a bust, and I was afraid that was gonna happen. But I got delayed getting out of, I was delayed getting out of Orlando because of the tornado warnings and everything like that, and the thunderstorms. That all the other flights in the morning got canceled, so that the airport was like a literal zoo of people. Like, combine that, Orlando was like a nightmare in general with Disneyland and everything like that, so the airport was just a mess. The only good thing was that it was a direct flight to Salt Lake, so it didn't really matter about missing a connection. But I didn't get in till, by the time I got to back to the van, drove back, like, I didn't get back till 2:30 in the morning, and I didn't realize the daylight savings time thing, and so then, like, it just like double screwed me. And then I was just like, because I had the short week last week because I went to karting, I had so much shit I had to do, like laundry and just clean up. But then I was like watching it snow all day, and I was like, man, this just doesn't feel right. But I didn't even get out, son. It was like, I don't know, it's kind of bad. So I'm sorry, man. But so those are the two clips I had. Those are the two clips from DC. Thanks for sending those in, man. And I saw your other clip of shredding with your dad, which was very heartwarming. So I appreciate you sending those over. And yeah, thank you, man. That's a long day. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Pretty rough. The only good part was that it was a direct flight back to Salt Lake, but still pretty long. So yeah, guys, we got to figure out where we want to go this weekend. People suggested Angels Landing in Zion, Winter Park. But yeah, this is probably our last big ski trip of the season, which is pretty wild. Because it feels like it just went by so quickly. So if we want to do a trip somewhere, this is really the only weekend we can do it. I'm not saying it's not the last weekend of skiing, but it's the last time I'll really have the opportunity to go drive somewhere, because next weekend I'm going back to Florida to race the BMW, or to break it in to test it. The next weekend is the Stoke Squad meetup, so we're going to be at Park City and Solitude. The weekend after that, I go to California for racing, and then we're into April, whatever, the third week of April. So so at that point, the skiing is probably going to be closed in most areas, but also just pretty hit or miss. So if we want to do a trip, this is the time to do it. Snow is wet and heavy that day, below 8,000 feet. But I bet it was so nice up top, though. I'll always vote for Jupiter. Someone says Solitude or Snowbird. Maybe we should do Jupiter. Would be great. Like, the fact that I've only been there once this year. You don't know how depressing that is when I say that. Oh my god. I used to ski Jupiter like, I don't even know how many times a year. Park City in general, I've only been to Park City 3 times, but Jupiter once this year, that's depressing. Or Snowbird. Yeah, someone else said Snowbird. Eagle Point, Bryan Head. I was also thinking of like a Southern Utah trip as well. Like, Bryan Head would be kind of fun. There's too many options. That's the problem. Telluride again. Ooh, Telluride would be sick. Hit Mammoth. Mammoth is not a possibility. Andrew Wall, what's going on, dude? Still got info from a local friend on CB if you are going. I can ask him if it's worth it right now. The issue with Crested Butte is, where could we go Sunday? When I was looking at the maps, like, there really isn't another resort that's close by that's on the Epic and the Icon Pass. I don't want to do Crested Butte 2 days in a row. Beaver Mountain. See, so I was thinking Snow Basin, Powder Mountain, that could be a trip. Brian had Eagle Point's kind of another trip. Then like, I don't know, Park City, Alta or something like that, or like a Brighton, Alta. Or then you have the Crested Butte option, or you have like the Winter Park, A Basin, stuff like that. But like right now too, like the obviously whatever, like the gas is really expensive too, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's like it's our last time to go on a trip. Am I gonna be kicking myself, regretting it, not taking advantage of it? Save your money, stay in Utah, you've got just as much fun. I know. Oh, we have the best skiing right here. But it's so, for me, it's so creatively inspiring to like go to a new place. It really is. First weekend in April is CB's closing party, about as crazy as you'd imagine. I'm sure it is pretty wild. That'd be fun. Just do like all the closing days. Me 3 heading down south would be dope too. It would be cool. Brian Head would be fun, but honestly, like Eagle Point was fun. I don't think it's worth it to go down again. But the snow is good. Yeah, snow is good here. Well, I'm gonna come out with another video on Friday that's kind of like a Big Sky sort of continuation slash, I don't know, it's like a Big Sky video, but then there's also gonna be something at the end of it because I didn't finish the vlog, so I need to do something there. So I'll have to figure out a way to make that work, which is gonna be interesting. So first thing, there'll be a new video on Friday, and then one last big ski ripper. I'm gonna look at some trail maps, see what kind of sparks my fancy of like where I want to go. Maybe we'll do a Colorado rip, maybe we'll stay here, but anyways, when is Snowbird closing? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. May 1st estimated closing day. Last year they closed May 19th. Then there was COVID, so they closed early. The year before that was May 27th. The year before that was May 13th. So they'll probably make it to May. But we'll see what happens with the conditions. Real talk though, we want to see some breakfast burrito action. Ooh, good point. I gotta get back on the breakfast game. Pick coming through from Celeste. Oh man. Let's go. We have 7 minutes left of the stream. Thank you guys for making this another fantastic stream. Thank you guys, everyone who stopped by. So now we're at the point in the stream where this is no longer rated PG, and this goes to a rated R stream, depending on what the Garage Boys will show us. Oh, I got it. I've received photos. July 4th for 2018-2019. Oh, really? This thing says May 27th for the 2019. That's wrong. It says Alta closes April 17th. Deer Valley, April 17th. Park City, April 17th. Snow Basin, April 10th. Everything else is to be announced. Damn, I can't believe Alta. I didn't know Alta closes early. Is that because it's on, it's like permitted land? I think your best bets are like Mammoth, Snowbird. Ooh, Beartooth Basin. That's up in Montana. Timberline, September 6th it closes. New Garage Boys pick in your DMs, Zaddy. I got it. Got like 25 days of PC being on a snowbird in solitude lately, but got some Colorado days lined up. Alta always closed. It's because it's parkland, yeah. What the heck is going on? That's what I figured. It's like that national forest land. I got the pick. So Mr. Z just didn't make it. Look at Pharaoh. Oh, and it's nice to see Kate again. Zach is just chilling. All right. Here we go. Best part of the stream. Dakota Ziegler, $10. Wish I could move the decimal one spot to the right, dude. Don't even worry about it, my friend. Thank you for the $10, dude. Hashtag Garage Gang. Dakota's attendance has been impeccable. Is that a word, impeccable? Alright. I'm getting distracted. I gotta get this up here. Thank you, Dakota. Oh, I saved it twice. You guys want to see something funny? This is my camera roll on my phone. Look at the last like 9 photos is all just the Garage Boys. Because I delete all my other stuff, but for some reason I keep these photos on here. So my last whole grid is just the Garage Gang. Yeah, the Garage Gang progression is simply what that is. It's on my phone. If anyone ever goes through my photos, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Seems like your subs went from 9K to 15K in like a month or two. What's the date? Yeah, I mean, basically, kind of. I forgot when we hit 10K, but yeah, it's been about 2 months. I'm so consistent. You really are, dude. I think you're selling yourself short. Let's see. Image. 50K mullet and mustache. All right, if we hit 50K, I'll do a mullet and mustache. It's on the record. Wait, what the hell just happened? Oh, it's right here. All right, new Garage Boy pick. I have it. Garage Gang. This is the OGs, it looks like. We are missing Pablo. We are missing Mr. Z. But we do have Cade. All right, we got to come in here. So, of course, we got Dakota, the ringleader. Looks like the fresh Mickey D's that he just went and copped. What else? Is that a little rig over there on the right? Maybe. I know Cade is showing off. It looked like maybe his hand tattoo, but lack of hand tattoo with a little rig. So Cade's on the left. Yeah, it looks like a little dab rig. What do we got going on the table? Let's do a table scout. Right, dude? No Pablo. It does see like without Pablo, it like it's just missing its character. I mean, we love all you guys, but Pablo just it's not the same without Pablo. Looks like there's a few bangers up there, a grinder, little rolling tray. Oh, is it? Oh no. Looking clean. Oh, looks like, look at the phone on. Oh, we got another a stream up on the phone. We got Pharaoh looking super groovy. Zach is mid-chew. I wonder what are you eating, dude? What'd you get? And then we have Celeste. Celeste has definitely been the most consistent garage girl, so she's even got the stream up on the phone as well. So just a wholesome photo. Let's see here. No Cabachan tonight. What's going on? Screen. Okay, that's what I wanted. And then, all right, ready? You guys ready for progression real quick? Because I have them all saved, ready to go. McChickens, you McChickens are dank. All right, here we go. Newest to oldest. This was last week. 3 garage dogs, 2 garage girls, Pablo. And just look where Dakota's position is, like nearly identical every time. This is the week before. This is when Pharaoh had his little twig he found outside that he was showing us. Pablo, Celeste. Gotta get my old ass out of here. Again, the week before. Celeste, Zach, Pharaoh. Oh, this is when we met in St. Petersburg. This was a lit photo too. Celeste, Zach, Pharaoh, they're still in here, man. They might be the most consistent ones. This was the time when this homie had his shoe telephone or something. No Celeste here, so this is maybe before. Or no Zach or Pharaoh, I think. Oh, here we go. Celeste, Zach, Pharaoh in this one. So they just missed one. No Pharaoh or Celeste in this one. And that was the original one. Let's go. We picked up more people in the stream once we started showing the Garage Boys. What's up with the stickers? I have the stickers. I've had the stickers for 2 weeks now. I understand flying to Alaska is hard, but I promise show the world Taylor ham for breakfast. Please, Lucas. What do you mean Taylor ham? They're holding me. I have the stickers, but I showed them to my sister Olivia, and she essentially shot them down. So that was why I've never really released them, because I don't know if they are the best thing. So yeah, I went through the whole design process, paid money for someone to design them, paid for the stickers, got them shipped here, and now I just have a bunch of stickers in my drawer. Mr. just pulled up, dude. Well, we're 5 minutes over. This is the longest stream I've ever done. Holding out on Pablo's Stoke Squad sticker. I don't know, my sister said they weren't on brand, so that was why I didn't. At least show us the prototype. I have it. You guys have maybe already seen it. I thought they were dope, but my sister said no. Here I have like this is the actual sticker. It's right here. It's I think I did 3 inches by 3 inches. This is what it is. So, wait, this is always backwards. This way. Maybe it's too bright. So it's Luna, this way. So I had someone draw Luna, like as a cartoon. Come on, back up, go for it. which is like the basis of the sticker, because it's Luna. And then my idea was like a squad, and so that's kind of why I had a squad of people around. But I think this person did so good with Luna, like the details she went with, and like she even put little eyes on the front to give Luna some character. And so then I did a die cut sticker. Oh no, I'm dark. So I made 200 of them. Yeah, I liked them. I thought they were sweet. But my sister said they weren't on brand or whatever. Thoughts on Palisades naming versus Squaw? I love it. I definitely want that for the helmet. Nice. Yeah. So the Discord thing is the same as I just use the Discord. I put the logo whatever of this for the Discord thing. So Mr. Z. My apologies there, Lucas. I bet MIA been going through some shit. No problem, dude. It's all good, man. I just hope you're well. We're just busting on everyone. Pharaoh, sign me up. Those are dope. I would buy that right now. Listen to your sister. I listen to mine, and she's usually right. How much? My apologies, Daddy Lucas. I've been I wouldn't even really sell them at this point. I would just give them to people because yeah, clearly they didn't really hit the mark, but yeah. Well, it's hard. Like I felt rushed too, you know, like people like wanted stickers. I'm like, I don't know what I even want, you know? I just wanted something around the van to sort of like resemble the squad, and so that's why I had them. I did it that way, but I don't know. Apparently it doesn't fit. I need to renew Western Ski. I'll buy 5 of those and 5 of the next iteration. Should have one person that looks like you on a TBH. That's a good idea. That's not a bad idea, actually. So, yeah. I don't know. Thought that'd be kind of cool, but maybe I can just try again. Maybe I can put mountains up here or something, in the back. This isn't really. And maybe I can fix it. So anyways, I have 200 of them. That's the deal. So is there any constructive criticism for on the stickers? Not really. She just said like this is kind of what she said. I showed her the stickers and she was like, when I think of your brand, which I don't even freaking know what my brand is, she says like this isn't what she was gonna think of. She thought this was like, this is what she said. This was too. I literally think she said this was too fun, and you're not that fun or something like that. Which maybe I don't really know. So she just was like, I think you should reconsider this before you put this out there, because everything you do needs to be like on your brand. And I'm like, okay, I guess, but I also don't. I think that's just overthinking it a little bit, but so that's why I never released them, to be honest. I actually had them. I had a whole thing up on my website of how to buy them. Like I took photos of them all. Like, dude, I was just about to unleash these on my Instagram. I was like, there. And I was like, let me show these to Liv real quick. And then she was just like, yeah, no. Nuno donated $9.99. Cool sticker. Thank you, Nuno. That would get you a sticker, my friend. So, I don't know. What a snowbird for one last ride to the old train before it gets shut down again. That's a good idea. October the Tetons, that's a good idea too. Who do you have winning March Madness? I don't even know who's in it. Brand's involved too, so because she's your younger sister. I don't know. So I love it, but I think a more serious like logo is more point for you. See, I think that's maybe what she was referring to more. I could be off though. Maybe removing the group. Yeah, I think that could be. I think could be more what she was onto, Lucas. Maybe she just didn't articulate it well, but I wanted to revolve around Luna though. That's the thing, and like I don't know the best way to incorporate Luna into the sticker because I don't necessarily want it to just be skiing because again I'm trying not to build a skiing only thing. So I'm open to suggestions. Like that was why I didn't put these out, to be honest, and like. But I think you're kind of more on point with it, Lucas, is that maybe it's not super serious. I've always kind of liked the cartoon-ish thing, but maybe it's not specific enough. I don't know. Stickers are pretty sick. I think they're dope. Terramosa $4.99. Thank you. I want one. Well, no one's getting them. I think it's the people on the sticker. Van was fine. So maybe like take all the people out. Need mountains in the background. Yeah, I think mountains would help. Maybe the van and your logo. I don't like my logo though. That's the thing, is I'm trying to redesign that too. But maybe I just take the. Oh god. Maybe I just take the people out. Put mountains in the back. So, anyways, well, this has officially been the longest stream we've ever done. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes, so there's that. But I guess we did a little sticker constructive criticisms. But at least you guys know I wasn't bullshitting. Like, I have the stickers. So, I wasn't making it up. I just didn't put them out because, yeah, the reasons I said. So, just make a Luna sticker. Just make a... Yeah, that's kind of what maybe I should do. I don't know. I hate all this stuff. Like, the merchandise, freaking stickers. Like, I just want to make the videos and do the YouTube stuff, but... This is where I just don't excel at. Like, I had to find someone on Fiverr to design this. Was like, ugh. And now it's like the season's over, so people aren't gonna be interested anyway. So it's like maybe I should just think next season stuff. Just if you be sitting around in front of Luna and chairs drinking a beer. Van with you and put different equipment around it. That's a good idea, Pharaoh. So, all right, back to the drawing board we go. So thank you guys, everyone who's hanging out, the Garage Boys, Justin, Regina, Matt, Edwards, DC. Seems like the core group tonight, which is awesome. So thanks as always, Lucas. Appreciate the time in the stream. Great stream, record. That is record stream, guys. So thank you guys as always for the support. Be on the lookout for new stuff this week. I hope everyone has a great night, and I will talk to you guys later. See you guys.